Hi, this is Niels Han Dynasty coming to you live from the basement. This story is about hypocrisy and cats, because I always have cats. So you need to get to a higher vantage point to say hello to you peoples. You're jumping all over the place. And this one doesn't jump. Oh, this one's got a beautiful jump actually. Yes, my boy. Yeah. And then there's my two sleepers. Her nickname is Chunky Monkey. Domesticated life suits her well. Anyhow, back to hypocrisy. The green movement, all this other bullcrap. What you first got to understand is because you see it on TV means they're trying to sell you a narrative and you're supposed to buy into it because your life's so busy and so many fucked up things are happening to you that you don't have time to research for yourself the actualities of what happens. For example, laws passed in specific states. Here in California we have like referendums or some shit like that where companies are allowed to write up laws. That's fucked up. And have the citizens pass them. And then it's accepted that we accept that company's law. Wow. So they're not restrained to telling the truth, doing all this bullshit, giving you the full picture. So I figured, what the hell? I'll just give you a little example of the oil expenditure and cost it takes before you even think about putting up a windmill. And it's not even about all the oil it takes to make that windmill. This is all done by narratives by people who have been able through 30 to 40 years buy their way into different governments in the world because of the lackadaisical population and their own personal greed and selfishness, not wanting to take responsibility, but rather turn that responsibility over to others and just pay more tax. Which means you hand over control because of laziness and irresponsibility. No matter how you feel about how non-lazy or non-irresponsible you are, bottom line, that's what it is. That's what drives people like me crazy. Because I actually do the research, and well, you know, even the people who are exposing the conspiracies to where now conspiracies are no longer conspiracies. I'm still a conspiracy nut because I see past all the bullshit. I know for a fact there are solar panels out there that are 10 times more efficient and 10 times cheaper. They are being withheld for financial means of the companies out there now to be able to get their monies back for their investments. That's the economics of politics. The economics of politics. Those two words shouldn't go together, but because we were so complacent over the past 30 or 40 years in America anyhow, they've bamboozled us. But let's get back to the real story, and I won't logically speak about any of the crap that's been put upon us. Let's go with another one of my cats knocking over my fan as I'm talking. Alright, here we go. I'm going to narrate through this because I want you peeps to understand something. And my computer's not cooperating, so it's all good. I had it on pause for too long. I'll take this off. Okay, you see these trucks right here? See this right here? This thing right here? That thing takes so much oil and gas. Now look at that. See what this is? This is an oil wrapped cloth that they put around it. And what they're fixing to do while wasting, all these are generators they had, not back there. I saw a couple generators back there to help run for the extra power. All run off gas. Now, yeah, sure, these machines here run off electric, but the electric is being run off of those diesel generators. No fighting, guys. Then they take this big thing, and the electricity, they're again, these aren't the generators, but they got to do something with the power. They are using so much oil right now, and all they're doing is spooling line for windmills that are going into the water. Now, they're going to take this boat here, and they're going to put this line that took a lot of oil to make, and they're going to take this crane that's using oil right now, and they're going to put it on that boat that's using oil right now. Then they're going to upload the windmill, which took oil to make, and blah blah blah. Look at all this. Look at all this oil. All this oil, and they haven't generated one green energy form of energy. And when they do a little bit of green energy off of all this oil, you know how much oil it takes to run one of those vessels? This crane has non-stop that's holding this thing up. Those generators. There's so much fucking oil being used here. So much oil, man. They probably went through 10,000 gallons of oil to load up and get ready for a green energy project. The hypocrisy is overwhelmingly stupid. And now I know, oh, well, it's a one-time expenditure, Neil. Then they'll be able to service it with electric submarines and electric dive gear and electric boats. After all the oil used to make them is done, yes. And what will that get us? The wind will stop blowing and the sun will have clouds through it. Not a good investment, people. It makes you feel good, though. And that's a problem. Feelings don't need to be in politics. Any politician that strikes a nerve shouldn't be trusted. Because they are using you. Your feelings and reality are two different things. Because if people's feelings... Well, actually, no, they're not. If people's feelings were reality, unfortunately they are. It's a distorted form of the reality that we live in. Because people voted off of feelings. Bill Clinton, our first black president, played the fucking tuba or whatever the fuck horn that was. Worst fucking president. Well, not worst. It's in the grouping of worst presidents in the world. Did absolutely nothing for this country. Actually caused the immigration problems we're having here in America today. No one knows that because you really don't keep up with stuff. But go research it. There was some shit done during the Clinton administration where the people put out a vote that we didn't want no more immigrants. We wanted to maintain the same population level growth. Now, the reason why they did that, because China did the same thing, India did the same thing, everyone did the same thing. It was counting the population. That's how they get the population numbers, whether they're going up or going down. They've got to get these numbers somehow. It started back then. That's how we know that China's at a 1.3 and falling population, and India's at a 2.4 and growing population, because they get these numbers from somewhere. Anyhow, I can't keep going on these rants. You guys aren't going to watch this whole thing anyhow. Have a nice night.